Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Jacked Up for Jesus. And this is the third video that I'm shooting, and I hope you're jacked up for Jesus this morning. I want to talk to you a little bit about my post that I put on social media last night about Romans 2, 1 through 4. And Romans is one of the books of the Bible that really speak to me. And there's a lot of things in Romans that you could apply to your personal life, just as the rest of the Bible, which you should read as an entirety. My dog's trying to attack me because he's jacked up for Jesus this morning. So, there's one thing that why I posted that, and it spoke very loud and clear to me as I was going through Romans, is we have a tendency, not just as Christians, but people in general in this world, to judge other people and condemn them. And I'm not going to read the verse out of the Bible because I want you to do some homework out there and read it for yourself and draw some conclusions to what's in that verse. And I challenge you to also go right through the whole book of Romans and apply some of that to your very life and share with others the Word of God as I do. But one of the main reasons why I decided to post that last night, it actually stems from a conversation that I had about 3 weeks ago with a man who has been saved for a very long time. And I was in the middle of a conversation over the telephone with a man who I look upon as my spiritual advisor, and I have highly respect him for what he does. And his name's Pastor Welton out of Erie, PA. And if you follow me on Facebook, you'll see I post a lot of his videos because I believe he shares some really good messages out there and how you can apply to your life. So this gentleman in this conversation presents to me that he's struggling, him and his wife. His wife actually is a big part of the church and does the kids group, and they're highly, in general, as a couple, active in a church. That he was struggling with allowing homosexuals to come into his home, and friends of his that he found out that were homosexuals, you know, he feels that he's condoning it if he allows them to come into his home. So, as all these conversations, I start out with people, as I normally start with saying to them, well, what is your sin? And I always get the same reaction. They're like, well, what do you mean? I said, well, what is your sin? Because you are imperfect. So obviously you have sinned, and there are things that you struggle with in life, and what is your sin? So I started listing off a bunch of things that are sin, and of course the gentleman answers, yes, I do that. I do this, I do this. I said, well, see, that's the problem. Due to political platforms and even the secular world, for some reason they raise some sins above other sins. And I said, God doesn't look at one sin any different than the other. And who are you to basically judge another person for their sin when you still have sin in your life, and as a Christian, as a disciple of Christ, you're